Is Hydroxycut Hardcore a grab or a pass? Now, before you buy it and waste your money, check out this video. Now, today we're reviewing one of the best-selling fat burners at Walmart, Hydroxycut Hardcore. Now, to see if it's worth your money or just another supplement that overpromises and underdelivers, I'll go through the ingredients, compare dosages to what research actually supports, and break down what real customers are saying on Walmart. Let's dive in it. Hydroxycut Hardcore is marketed as a thermogenic fat-burning capsule designed to boost metabolism, energy, and support weight loss. The Walmart listing shows that it's in the top tier of fat burners with thousands of buyers and around 4.2 to 4.3 star rating from over 1,000 reviews. But what's actually inside these capsules? Let's break that down. But I do have the label, which is all we even need. Here is what is listed on the label regarding this product. The caffeine is 265 milligrams per serving. This stimulates energy, alertness, and may increase calories burned slightly. Green coffee extract is clinically studied ingredient for modest weight loss when paired with reduced calories. Yohimbine extract, it may increase fat mobilization, but also increases side effect risk. L-theanine and L-tyrosine, amino acids that may support focus or counteract stimulant-related jitters. Cayenne pepper extract, it's a thermogenic spice compound. Now let's compare these to what research actually says is effective. Caffeine. Research shows caffeine can increase metabolic rate and slightly boost fat oxidation. However, effective metabolic changes usually require caffeine doses of 200 to 400 milligrams, and higher doses increase the likelihood of side effects like jitters, nausea, rapid heart rate, and being that this is 265 milligrams, that fall within the recommended dosage. Green coffee extract. Some clinical studies do support weight loss benefit, but only when combined with a calorie-reduced diet and exercise, and the effect is generally modest. For example, one study reported an average of 10.9 pounds versus 5.4 pound weight loss over 60 days with a low-calorie diet versus placebo, which is not dramatic. Recommended dosage for green coffee extract is between 200 milligrams to 1,000 milligrams to be considered effective, and must also have chlorogenic acid in it to be effective. This product has 45%, which is roughly 90 milligrams, which is very low. It might offer some mild benefits, but it's on the low end of what's being used in human research. For potentially stronger effects, many studies use higher absolute dosages of chlorogenic acid extract, and that's far from a standalone fat burner miracle pill. The yohimbine and other extracts. Now, as far as the yohimbine extract, this is where they get y'all. Lack of trust already. This Hydroxycut has 50 milligrams of yohimbine extract, standardized to 6% of yohimbine. So what that actually equals is 6% of 50 milligrams equals 3 milligrams of yohimbine. So that capsule/serving is only providing 3 milligrams of actual yohimbine. Now, how that compares to evidence-based dosing. According to examine.com, the doses is shown to meaningfully increase fat mobilization are 0.2 milligrams per kilogram of body weight of yohimbine HCl. From examine data, let's break it down more for y'all. And they got y'all good. If you weigh the following, this is how much yohimbine is needed to be effective. If you're 150 pounds, so 13 to 14 milligrams. If you're 80 pounds, need 16 to 17 milligrams. If you're 200 pounds, you need 18 to 20 milligrams. So really ask yourself, is 3 milligrams effective? From a scientific standpoint, no, it's underdosed. At 3 milligrams, you have about 15 to 25% of the low end of what's been shown to be effective in studies. Likely too low to meaningfully block alpha-2 receptors for fat mobilization. So this is more likely to be included for label appeal than real-world fat loss. And this is extremely common in fat burners. They include yohimbine/yohimbine so they can list it on the label, but keep it low to reduce side effects and liability. Yohimbine extract versus yohimbine HCl. When buying a supplement with yohimbine or yohimbine in it, look for the actual wording. Yohimbine HCl is what studies use. It's standardized, it has precise dosing, and it's predictable effect. Yohimbine bark extract, now that's the trickery that supplement company use. It's a highly variable yohimbine content, it's often mislabeled, it's less reliable, and it's higher risk of side effects per milligram. And that's why most legit research and serious fat loss protocols use yohimbine HCl and not bark extract. 50 milligrams yohimbine at 6% equals grams of yohimbine. Likely verdict, you know what it is, underdose. From a scientific and consumer protection standpoint, you could accurately say they technically included yohimbine, but at this dose, it's more for marketing meaningful fat loss. The research shows you need closer to 15 to 20 milligrams of yohimbine. This product only gives you about 3. That's not fat burning, that's label decoration. Even if each ingredient theoretically has a potential benefit, dosages matter, and manufacturers don't always disclose exact amount of proprietary blend. That makes it hard to ensure the dose match research supports. When you do the math, many of these ingredients are below the levels researchers use in clinical studies, meaning real impact is questionable. Now here's what gets interesting. The brand highlights scientifically tested ingredients, particularly green coffee extract, showing greater weight loss in studies. But this is a big but. These studies include diet and exercise, and the effects is modest. No credible research shows that Hydroxycut alone causes significant fat loss without behavioral changes. Also, most scientists and dietitians agree that most supplements like this at best provide a small metabolic boost. Without proper diet and exercise, you'll likely see minimal results. This is important because science does not back high expectations set by hype. Now let's break down the Walmart reviews, and trust me, they're not all one-sided. Here's the summary trend. For the positive feedback, some buyers say it gave them more energy and helped reduce appetite. And a subset reported it worked well for them and was worth the price. The negative feedback, a vocal group said they didn't notice a real difference in weight loss at all. Others mentioned the side effects, the jitteriness, nausea, elevated heart rate, which are typical for strong stimulant formulas. A key takeaway from all this, the customer experience is split. Some swear by the energy boost and slight appetite suppression, while others see little real fat loss progress. Now this is where you need to pay attention. High dose caffeine and stimulant blends may cause side effects. Even generally safe ingredients like caffeine can produce unwanted reactions at high levels, especially if you're sensitive or stacking with other stimulants. Historically, earlier Hydroxycut formulas were linked to serious adverse effects, including liver injury, which led to an FDA recall in 2009. Although the formula has changed since then, supplement use remains less regulated than pharmaceuticals, meaning safety isn't guaranteed just because it's on Walmart shelves. Now, here is the verdict, my honest verdict right here. Honestly, if you're looking for this type of product, you're looking to burn fat and lose weight, and it's cheap, costing about $19.97 for a 30-day supply worth. Considering this is a so-called fat burner and really doesn't burn fat, just gives you more energy, I'm gonna give this product a pass. My goal is to give you fitness advice, keeping y'all safe. SAFE. If you want caffeine, just buy a caffeine supplement that is way cheaper, cleaner, and move on with your day. Most people will get better long-term fat loss results from nutrition and a proper training program than from relying on a stimulant supplement. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit like, subscribe, and comment your experience with Hydroxycut or other fat burners. If you want more science-based supplement reviews, drop your suggestions below, and I'll see you in the next one.